Hello, everybody. I am going to be starting a new game today, The Sinking City. Looking forward to this one. Hopefully, it's as good as it looks. So, let's just jump right in. Hoping that my webcam is not in the way. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vandenberg. He just left his body. Okay, so I can rotate this gun. It's not much to look at. How do I pick it up though? Flashlight? No, that's hitting a gun. Oh, it's still hitting it. How the hell do I pick stuff up? So am I not supposed to take this gun? Okay, that's the note I read at the beginning. Why won't you take the gun? Do you think you would need this gun?
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
why it's showing me that little camera symbol. Okay.
Take your belongings off my ship first.
Well, you're rude.
Hope I never have to use it. But something tells me I will.
Well, now I know. What is with these weird pictures?
Now get out!
What is with your hostility, sir?
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
That's an eye-catching suit.
I had
Thank
to
you,
mention
Mr.
it.
Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
I think he judged your suit.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
It's like they're standing here in the rain. My guy is getting soaking wet. He's not wet at all. Is he under something?
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think.
Ta-ta.
Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
The guy in the boat has just been standing there twiddling his thumbs, doing nothing the whole time. Okay. He is standing under something. You got nothing to say to me? What is this guy doing? I have to know what this guy's doing. Oh, and I can't even get to him. It's very suspicious.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
That's a rude thing to say.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. Now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the Shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
I'm gonna talk about your features now, just because you're kind of rude yourself.
Forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
He mated with apes. Is that what you're saying?
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dame, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
So many
For Pete's
questions.
sake, I thought you were a private eye. Was standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Oh, I have a mind palace. Any one of those in real life. Can I talk to...
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Why do you
I've said
assume?
everything I know.
Not to me. It's not even dark in here. How do I toggle, like, so I don't run every single place? So this is just walking? Come on, that's not walking. Do I have to sneak to have a comfortable walking pace? Okay, well here's some fish. It's a gross place.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was out of starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Roberts.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
But you don't know what he looked like before that. Can I look at this barrel? Can I step right on him? I can.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
It's no time to be judgy.
So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
I wasn't paying attention to what the other button was.
Grenna, Nehri, Grenna, Gebhal, Nugulina,
Okay. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past, inspect enough evidence on the scene, and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Mark all the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence. Ooh, what am I seeing here? What the hell is this?
Take this, ape face.
Oh, oh. Was it cute? What's happening here?
What's happening?
I see him running out of here.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
Oh, okay, so I pick.
Take this, ape face.
No. How do I position myself on this?
What's happening?
I don't think that's right. I think it's gotta be this one.
Take this, ape face.
What's happening?
Yeah, run!
Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna say 1, 2.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
What the hell are these things? And you're doing that like right in front of everybody. Looking very foolish.
Ed, I still hear those voices.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
I'm just gonna steal people's
Choo
stuff.
choo. Ahem.
Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything. What is this thing? It's pretty cool. Wonder if I can talk to this snot.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
I found some stuff. I'm not sure if anybody would believe the way I found it, but... Which way did I come in?
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Okay, let's look at this map. Ooh, I got a brick. So I need to go to the fisherman's house, I'm assuming? Which I just... yeah, this is the place that I couldn't figure out how to get to. Oh.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
You're weird. How do I get into your house? Oh, that's not the place.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
I hope someone find... Oh, Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope someone finds us. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor, unreadable. I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Unreadable. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Unreadable. It ends. In the end, it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father. Unreadable. He's here. Okay. That's not really a will.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
It's got weird green stuff on it. How the heck do I get in this place? I'm like not even near that place. It's here. I mean, there's nothing else that's really valuable in this thing. What do you got in the bag there, man?
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a room.
This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
The heck?
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Is that noticeably interesting to talk about? It's weird that you can go upstairs that way.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Thought I found it all.
Choo choo.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
You got it. Can I talk to you?
I've said everything I know.
Do these guys talk? To me, it's like not super clear what these markers on the map are leading to. I'm back on the boat. Deal with it. So clearly that's to be ignored. I don't understand why this Mind Palace thing keeps showing. And I wasn't paying attention that well. Okay, so that was just really something that was said. So I wish it would keep leaving that. How do I stop that? Okay, let's see. Mind's eye can reveal omens that guide your way. Follow them to find new evidence. So where would I start with something like that? Should I say something to him?
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
I found everything. What'd you find? Did I lose health by like jumping? I bet that jump right there.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
I don't think that's safe for me to jump.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Hey, I can climb that high.
There's something in the pocket.
Bloodstained note. Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I've stuck a nice deal with the proper people, and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. Who is Peter?
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
I don't know that I really need the mind's eye thing here.
The door won't budge.
What are you talking about? I literally... Okay, so I don't know how to shoot. Did I see something skitter that way? And how do I, like, reload? No, R. Classic. Where are you going? I just have a bad feeling if I keep this gun out, I'm gonna shoot it and waste my bullets.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
What are we doing right now? put that gun away. Is this a whale or something? There's another one of these things. Okay, so mine place. Nope. Nope. We know for sure he was murdered. So what is this? Albert was murdered. I found the body of Albert Throgmorton in the basement of a warehouse not far from the fisherman's house. He was fatally shot in the head, impaled on hooks, and then hidden. A torn piece of jacket stained with blood. I found it alongside the blood-stained note in the warehouse where Albert Throgmorton fled. Blood-stained note. Maybe I should go talk to the papa. What is up here, though? Just a door you can't get out of. It's handy. Come on, I wanted to jump that, like you would jump over like a car hood. So I am supposed to do something with the Mind Palace. Oh, let's see. Okay, so Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Lewis may be at the bar. Lewis, the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton, may be hiding at the bar in the Oakmont port. Okay, so where is the bar? I am not seeing a bar around here. I don't like how you can like mark so many things at once. It's very confusing. Okay, I'm not seeing this on the map. Like, where is this bar? Oh, it's gotta be one of these, right? No, it's a lifeboat. Is that the name of the bar? It's a weird name for a bar. The hell are these things?
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible.
Oh,
And when you
yeah.
can, keep your weapons handy.
Your son was murdered.
I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry.
Thank you for the host.
Shot in the head and the body hidden.
It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Thornton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
I don't know exactly. I have some suspects, but I need to investigate further.
What kind of private eye are you?
A thorough one.
Yes, thorough.
When I find him, I'll tell you.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirtbag and I'll help you with anything you need.
We don't just go around killing people without proof. What do you think this is? Okay, so... I mean, it said he may be at the bar. I don't see how this is a bar. Yeah, it's just a lifeboat. And I didn't get all the evidence from the lifeboat? I mean, what else could there be? It's a tiny boat. Oh.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Well, that's kind of dumb. Just because I didn't see that. Can somebody point the way to the bar? Okay, what is this place called? Chronicle Hotel University. It's definitely not a bar. Okay, so I mean, it said place it on the map, and I did that. Maybe hiding at the bar in the Oakmont port. So is this the port? Okay, well that makes more sense. I'll be back. Are these guys gonna give me trouble?
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
But he said he'd let me do stuff. Now I feel like I have to go chit-chat with him.
I gave you clear instructions.
It did, but you're blocking my path from stuff.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throckmorton.
So now I gotta find a way around. Which on the map, it looked pretty simple. Oh. Why am I stuck in this sludge? Oh, it's like right here. What the hell?
Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
What are you gonna do with it?
Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Are you gonna shoot yourself? Or are you gonna eat it?
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the Carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of fortune teller?
Yes, my dear.
What gave it away?
Yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
I'm not doing that.
Time. Maybe.
As you wish.
I need my bullets. Why do they just let me walk back here?
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live, than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Drock. That would explain
Drock?
it. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day.
Will there be shooting?
Bye.
Why are you barring off doors with boxes?
What the? Get the. Oh.
Okay. Made a lot of sense. So I will do that.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Drock. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Let's just start with the rude question.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr.
I don't
Reed.
take bribes, dude.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Let's go back to the Mine Palace. Well, what do you do in that situation? I mean, it's like, who's to say he's not gonna have that be a thing that he does again? Plus, he makes threats to other people too, you know? He's threatening this old dude.
You want a drink?
I'm gonna turn him in. It's the right thing to do.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. To think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm gonna go rub it in that cop's face upstairs.
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, the sleeping giants, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Do you think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
You gave me 4 bullets. I never paid attention to any of that stuff. That's what I should have used it on. Okay, so why does it say danger? It's kind of weird. How in the hell do I get to this boat? It's gotta be through those. Oh yeah, I gotta go up and tell that cop.
I've said everything I know.
Gotta tell that cop I did his job for him. He has it coming just because he was being like really snotty about it.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
You don't know what happened?
My head! I still hear those voices.
I'm sorry, guy. Well, the way's clear. When did he even go to a hotel room?
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
My diary part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal cracking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the flowing seaweed, drowning. Nearby piece of a boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers, gained after the ordeal, prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me. That doesn't sound very good.
Never again, they say.
Hey, I can change my clothes when I acquire clothes. Why would I ever wear that? Gross. Kind of like that one. I'm gonna switch to that. That is filthy. Note from J. Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Johannes.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
So did I like pass out or something? Keep it down. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things in your room. Mind the floors, I'll make you pay for the scratches you leave. You're a landlord. Can I just walk in?
The door won't budge.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish. I'm watching you, newcomer.
Can you stop? Because that's creepy. I am not reading all that. Way too much to read. Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already, kind of like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the traditions date back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on the doors around town. That means the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grind sign marks hidden caches of useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. Still haven't figured out the spiral shape sign, though you'll have to investigate for yourself. And if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for your gun. Okay, I need to remember that. Can I go behind his bar? To my dear nephew, my dear Victor, how is Oakmont treating you? Should you require any support, The Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I have arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went, sadly, only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but you are still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Kind regards, Aunt Portia? Why did I take that? Seemed unnecessary to take. The heck? I took your note. Just to let you know. To Walter. Walter, Kay help you if I hear you peddling your cheap affordable living again. I could live with you renting our beast-ridden flop house, but you are cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you are on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. People are like so hospitable around here. So, where is that thing? Is it still on the map? Why are things leaving the map? I don't know, maybe these are all things I need to do. Although, it doesn't really seem like it's leading me right to the boat. No, we don't want to go backwards. Have some hope. Thank you for the donation. Where is the entrance?
Quit staring.
I was walking. Okay, am I going the right way? This map is incredibly confusing. And there's like two things that point the way to that exact same spot.
What's your problem? Fresh fish, fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
Well, that's my boat. So punching it does nothing. the same building? No. I understand, he gave me the key for this place. Just look at this. Give me a key to the expedition headquarters is in the northern cover side at the crossroads of Asher Road and Hubert Ave. Maybe I need to mark this on the map. Which is where I'm at. There's no way to get into this place. Let me in, Robert. Maybe I do need to talk to these people. I feel like that's right where that was. It's not really pinning evidence now, is it? So, Ash Road and Hubert Ave. So if I do the thing here... which says nothing. See, this is like not where that says. I feel like I'm playing like Where's Waldo? Okay, here it is. Didn't need to get on a boat for this, though. Or maybe I did. What's it infested with? That guy literally just vanished. And I'm totally going the wrong way. Doesn't help when you're bad with a gun. Can I just run? Damn it. I died. I don't give you a crap for bullets. And now what? I'm gonna be like way away from it. It's like, how many bullets should that take? Now I got nothing. Okay, let's see. So, damn it. He said a corner. This place? No. I wonder if he was setting me up. I'd like to know how to pull this up without any weapons. I'm quite unsure of how to heal myself. I've never came across that situation. There we go. Little stabby stab with the needle. Can I just avoid these things? I swear I found more weapons than that. No. Makes no sense to me. I'd say so. Well, that's not even where they wanted me to go anyway. Why do I have a marker there? Well, I'm gonna call it for the day. A little tired of getting my ass kicked. I will be back tomorrow with more of the sinking city. Thank you for watching. Please like, follow, and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow, and have a great day. Bye.